you guys know how much snow and cold there is in Star Valley, where I was raised. And I've told you a dozen times, and I'll tell you again. My dad always said, in Star Valley we have two seasons, winter and the 4th of July. And it's just about right, because I think I've seen it snow in every month of the year up there. Some of them more than others, especially the 1st of June and the last of August. But I was in the 8th grade, that was in 1949, and I woke up one morning to get ready. It's in the wintertime. I don't remember what month it was, but it was in the wintertime, and I woke up in the morning to get ready to go to school, and the wind and the snow had blown the street in front of us level full with the snowbanks, and the snowbanks were probably 4 feet, 3 to 4 feet on the side of each one. But across the street from us, we lived on the south side of town, and the wind blew across the field, because there was grain fields and alfalfa fields and then the fairgrounds. So there was nothing between us, and the wind just blew that street level all the way from Main Street all the way up to the mountain. And so that was the only day I remember of my whole time in Star Valley that the school closed. They couldn't get the buses up from Thane because the highway was drifted over from the snow and the wind blowing. And so we played in the snow, but we watched a D9 cat try to make it up that road, pushing the snow out. It couldn't make it, so they put it back, and they got a big snow plow that out of the company, the highway department, and they loaded it down with sand, and has a big center one, and it took him 3 days to plow from those 3 blocks to get the snow up off into the things and up on the snowbanks. Well, the snowbanks, after we got the driveways shoveled, it was probably, well, you could stand in the house and look out the window, and you couldn't see a cattle truck go by with a rack on the back of it, because the snowbanks were so high. And so the next day, we us kids, we shoveled underneath, made us a snow house inside the big snow bank that was right the side of the driveway, and then we took water out and sprayed it up underneath side, so it froze up underneath, and we had a snow house. And and then across the street there was a creek. It was an irrigation creek, really, because it came down from Swift Creek, and then they irrigated all from there. And it was the water wasn't running during the winter time. It ran in the big creek, and so it had blown level over top of it. So we had a tunnel that we could go from there all the way up to Ben Canning's house and underneath the snow. So we had a good time in the snow. But I have a picture somewhere with Karen Allred and myself standing on that snowbank. I don't know who took the picture. Mom probably did. I don't know, and I have it on that big snowbank. We were standing there, and by the time we got our walk shoveled that went around the back of the house to the back door, you couldn't even see the homestead's house by standing on our back porch, on our back step, because of the snowbank over there. And the homesteads lived in that big house right to the west of us. But we had a great time. I loved the snow.
So what year was that?
49.
1949. How old were you?
I was in the 8th grade. I must have been 8.
No.
No, 12 in the 7th grade. I was 13.
Okay.